connect to your in and your out breath, and just really become consciously aware of that, of when you're breathing in, when you're breathing out, and gently start slowing your breathing down by about 10%. So you really drop a little bit more deeply into that meditative space. And now in your out breath, gently start letting go of some things that might be in your mind, or from the drive here, from your busy day. You can already feel yourself falling a little bit deeper into your field now, becoming a bit more relaxed. Start connecting to your heart energy, to the threefold flame in your heart chakra, the energy in your heart, and then very gently with your out breath, start expanding that ball of energy, little bit by little bit, until you notice that it's 6 feet in all directions, and it's a sphere around you. So you're in a sphere of your own heart energy. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is set up your energetic pillar, your connection to Mother Earth, and your connection to Source. And it distinguishes you from everyone else, your pillar. It's like your energetic signature. And so when you consciously set up your pillar, it's more clear to the universe, oh, that's you. So expand this heart sphere of energy, 6 feet in all directions from your heart. So about 2 meters to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. Expand it down now to the heart of Mother Earth. It's like pulling it down and forming a tube. And Mother Earth awaits that connection with you. Beautiful. And just feel how that locks in now. And immediately she will start to send up energy for you to fill that bottom part of your pillar. And it's the energy that you exactly need right now. It may be a warm, loving energy, or it may be a relaxing energy, or you may feel or see or sense different colors. And if there's any energy flows coming through you, just let that wash through you all the way through your heart and to above you. And now expand this energetic ball of heart energy all the way up as far as you can go. And it may connect into certain moons or suns or different planets. And take it up as far as you can go. And for right now, it'll naturally lock in to the perfect place for you. And this place can be different in every here and now. For right now, that's where it locks in. And you'll feel it. It'll be like, it'll click. Now just start breathing up and down your pillar. up and down your pillar, and let that energy just move through you from the core of Earth all the way up to where your pillar has locked in. We're just going to call in the support teams now. Teams who are guiding us tonight. We ask for the angels, the archangels, the Ascended Masters, the karmic board to merge deeply and fully with us now through all dimensions of our fields. We ask for our God presences, our guides, our ascension councils to work in harmonious group consciousness together so that the highest of the highest of the highest will be shown here for all of us in our here and now. As for Temple of Mother Gaia grounding to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. As for Temple of God Presence Communion to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. And finally, calling on a Temple of Divine Union to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. Now feel or notice how all these energies merge through and around your field and how they become one energy around you and how they open up your field, open up your chakras, and how you can literally feel yourself come into this higher frequency, a more meditative frequency. Beautiful. Just tuning in now in the God Presence Communion Temple to the team who is going to be guiding our session tonight. The one that's going to be leading our session mainly tonight with a large team as well is the Ascended Master Sanat Kumara, who is also involved in the ascension of Mother Gaia. And he often works with his twin flame, Venus Kumara. So we'll tune into Sanat Kumara now and see what the team would like to start with for today. All of us coming together tonight is by no accident, and the teams know exactly what we all need for tonight and what is in the highest. And so we'll just ask Sanat to show us what he'd like to start with today. And the first thing is to very gently just clear some energies that we hold in our group consciousness. And these are just joint areas, joint energies from lives we have spent before in this soul family connection. And this gently being lifted from our field now. And just keep breathing up and down your pillar as these energies are lifted multidimensionally now from our fields. That team of crystal masters comes forth now, and we're going to do a tune-up of each of the crystals at the core of our 12 primary chakras, from the Earth star beneath our feet all the way up to the Soul star. And the team will start at the Soul star. So they're just going to work with each one of the crystals at the core of our Soul star. Just going to clean any energies that need cleansing, do any repairs that need doing, and purify these crystals if need be. So you may or may not sense some activity around your soul star, about 15 centimeters above your crown, above the top of your head. And just surrender into receiving that now. And the more you relax into this, the more Sanat is saying you will feel energies move through your pillar and in different parts of your physical body and your energy bodies. As some of you may see the energies or simply sense them, feel them, or know they're moving. It may just be as simple as a tingle running through your limbs, or all of a sudden ideas of energy move through your mind, or you're taken places. That you hadn't thought about. Beautiful. Crystal Masters move down now to working with the crystals in our crown chakras. Some of the things they're doing are peeling off layers from the crystals in the core of the crown chakras and repairing some cracks and chips off these crystals, or assisting them in their spin on their axis, changing those, realigning, and simply clearing out some impurities. And again, you may feel some tingles at the top of your head, or you may literally see what's happening to the crystal at the core of your crown. Even before coming here today, you may notice there were some energy areas of your bodies where you literally felt there were some blockages, or that have been getting special attention lately because it seems like there's growth there, or there's just energy that needs some shifting through. And those are the areas where you may notice that there's some extra work being done for you specifically. Beautiful. And while the teams are working with you, just simply keep breathing up and down your pillar. And relax more deeply into this experience. You're starting to work now with the crystal in your brow chakra. And they're using special techniques now, especially to assist any calcification around this chakra that's happened. And any blockages created by a strong mind. Removing layers, peeling away old energies, refreshing. And this may or may not show up for you as different colors through within your third eye. You may feel different energy flows around your head, get glimpses of scenes, or simply feel energies moving out, and that could be waves of energy through different parts of your body. Sanat is saying to surrender any mind worries you may have been having lately to the teams now, and they'll take them for you, transform them back into universal love energy while the crystal masters are working with the crystal at the core of your brow. Just surrender them now, these mind worries. Ones you either don't have a solution for, or things that have been sticking in your mind, people you've been thinking about, events you've been thinking about that are actually not leading anywhere, but you're stuck in cycles, mind cycles, thought patterns. Give it over now, Sanat says, to the teams, and they will be transformed for you. And he says, don't worry. They'll still be there at another time, but you'll be able to look at them from a fresh perspective instead of playing that old record over and over again, which is not benefiting you in any way, he says. Just surrender them over now. You'll know which ones, he says. Beautiful. Now, teams are moving down to the throat chakra, communication center. Releasing any blockages you may have had, any lingering anger, even rage that's been sitting there, being directed at you, or that you have been directing at others, or events, or just silently in yourself. These energies are being removed now as the crystal at the core of the throat is being cleansed. Especially they're making an effort to cleanse the energies coming in at the back of your neck to the receptive side of your throat chakra, and also the transmissional side of your throat, so receiving these blockages in communication or anger or rage, and those that you either passively or actively have been sending out, whether it's in thoughts or literally projections through your voice. And he says now to specifically let go of any anger, any rage, and areas of miscommunication with certain people in your life. He says offer them up now. There's no need for you to hold on to them any longer. Offer them up. And this will elevate that which has seemed stagnant to its next level of manifestation, to its next manifestation of parallel realities, to its next level of truth for you in your life, in your here and now. You may hold on to it, Sanat says, if you're feeling stubborn, or you may choose to simply let it go, trusting that all will elevate to that next level. The choice is yours. Beautiful, and he shares, this is also part of the energy that you as a group are letting go of today. Residual blocks in communication, residual blocks in anger, residual blocks in frustration, in general, in life, your life journey. Let's just go one level deeper now and surrender even more deeply up these energies now. Frustration, anger, blocks. Beautiful, and see, he says, start to feel how this higher part of your energy field is already feeling much lighter and freer as these crystals are being cleared, and the other residual energies from the chakra are being cleared by the teams as well. Moving now to the thymus, the higher heart chakra. On your particular journey, he's stating that the higher heart is more and more becoming connected with the heart, which is a natural flow. The thymus chakra is open, active up until generally 7 years in our society, until in the past. With the new kids coming in, it can stay open depending on how they're raised and the influences around them. The higher heart is being reconnected to our heart, so it becomes one area of creative force and power within our lives. Focusing now specifically, though, on the thymus and the crystal at the core of the thymus. It's being cleansed and cleared. And any issues specifically with yourself and group consciousness can be let go of now. You and groups. You and friends. You and your relationship and relationships. You and family. Let go of any blocks you may experience in that part of your life. As the teams clear the back of this chakra, the front of this chakra, and the crystal masters repair any damages to the crystal at the core of your thymus. Four female masters, Nada, Mary, Kuan Yin, and Isis, come forth now and stand around each and every one of you specifically. Hold the four directions, back, front, left, right, of your thymus, and infuse you now with these warm, loving energies of group consciousness. Surrender to receiving them now, and understand that up and down are the directions they would like you to move this energy through your pillar. This is why they're taking care of the four directions, infusing your thymus chakra. Receive this now. And then breathe this energy up your pillar and down, all the way from the heart of Mother Earth up through Source, breathing these energies in, receiving them, and then moving them in and out through your pillar. And teams are specifically focusing now on opening that connection between your thymus and your heart chakra a bit wider now. Strengthening that connection and having your energy more naturally flow from your heart and your higher heart working as a team. Because it's a direction that all of humanity is moving towards. And you're moving at the forefront there. And feel the warmth of these energies coming in through the thymus. And feel the power yet gentle nature of this energy as it opens your thymus very gently, but surely a little bit more. Teams focus now on your heart chakra. And first of all, purify and cleanse the three components of the threefold flame in your heart, the blue light and the pink love and the golden empowerment energies. They start cleansing, literally cleansing these energies from your threefold flame, which is the driver of the creations in your life, of your heart energy that you share with others and bring into the manifestations in your life. Crystal Master starting to work now with the crystal at the core of your heart. Just clearing energies and any cords that may be there at the back of your heart chakra or at the front. Archangel Michael steps forth and checks in with you personally if you have given permission to clear these cords, and if you have, he does clear them for you. And these cords may be connected into certain individuals in your life, and you may or may not have been aware of them. Energies are being cleared from the back of your heart and from the front of your heart. And Babaji and Sananda and Nada and Isis are infusing your heart now with divine union frequencies. Soak these up now. And just receive them now and then breathe them up and down your pillar. As the crystal masters complete the clearing and operation of the crystal at the core of your heart chakra. Beautiful. Gently moving now to your solar plexus chakra. Team starts clearing the crystal at the core of your solar plexus chakra, and also any energies you no longer need within your solar plexus. So the crystal is being repaired and cleansed, and also the energy of the solar plexus, your control in life, things that you hold on to a little bit too tightly, where you need to surrender a little bit. Sanat is saying to surrender up a little bit now, some areas where you may have been holding tightly to control. He says you may be surprised that when you surrender just a little bit, how much more effect that will have versus you feeling you need to be personally in control of those areas of your life. Just literally give up a little bit of the control in your life. And each and every one of you will have different areas where you are holding the reins just a little bit too tightly. And you know this. He says, surrender that up just a little, he said, and you'll see great results, good changes. Beautiful. Focusing now on the Hara chakra, the power center of your field. Any stagnant energies in the core of your Hara chakra are being dealt with now, and also the crystal is being tended to. Old layers of power struggles and issues around asserting your personal power in your life can be given over now as the crystal is cleansed and repaired and purified as well of any power struggles you no longer need. Surrender up power struggles, he says, ones that don't serve you any longer. And he says what the teams don't mean, what we don't mean is surrender up any empowerment you have in the situation. But lower level power struggles that you are trying to control, surrender those up now and let go of them. And let that energy flow through your pillar down to the heart of Mother Earth, he says. Let it flow out of you as the teams cleanse that for you. Old power struggles you no longer need. Often connected in with your control from your solar plexus, he says. Let them go now. Let them move out now. Surrender them up now. Moving to the sacral chakra now, your sexual, sensual, creative center. Cleansing any old energies now, both receptive and transmissional. Cleansing crystal at the core of this chakra. Tune into that one now for yourself, whether you see it, feel it, know it, or just have an imagination or a different sense around it now. Tune into that crystal now, and he says, get a sense of the clarity that it has. And then watch as the crystal masters work with it, how it gains in clarity, how it becomes brighter, more glowing, more defined in its energy. And feel how some energies that you may have received in regards to sexuality, sensuality, or creativity that have created blocks in your chakra that you may have received from others. Surrender them up now so they can be cleared by the teams. And also ones you have perhaps transmitted upon others. Let them be cleared for you now. Any cords be cut. If you give permission for that, Archangel Michael will take care of that for you. Beautiful. And just take a couple of good breaths through your pillary stating and relax. Relax and let go of any residual energies from the chakras that the teams have worked with. Just let it all go. Choose to step in to that next reality for you, the next frequency parallel reality that you can achieve by simply letting go and surrendering. He says it's like when you open your eyes and life just seems a little bit different and you can't put your finger on it. And he says that is the level of having achieved this clearing and surrendering into it. So the more you surrender up, he says, the more parallel realities you'll be able to dial up and increase in frequency, the reality that you live. Going to the base chakra now, the chakra that connects you deeply to the heart of Mother Earth, money, where you live, your work, your activities, your projects, how you make your stamp on the world. Clearing the crystal at the core of this chakra now. Cutting any cords that may be there if you give permission for Archangel Michael to do so. Letting go of a lot of gunk and junk, says Sanat Kumara, from your daily existence, he says. Let go of this gunk and junk from your daily existence. Issues at work, not happy at work, not happy with life, dragged down by 3D, dragged down by the mundanity of life, dragged down by the same old of life in any area, being bored with life, not being excited, not believing you can make changes, not being excited about your future, wishing it was all different, feeling stuck, dragged down, put out. He says, let it all go. Let it all go, and the lighter you will become, he says, while still holding a deep, strong core in your connection to Earth. Let it all go, he says. And the more you let this go, the more you can dial up through 4D up to 5D. And this is what Mother Gaia has been inviting you to do, and all the new energies are inviting you to do. The more you resist, the harder it becomes. Let go of any areas where you know you've still been lagging a little, kidding yourself a little, not looking yourself in the eye, not daring to look at yourself in the mirror. Let it go now, he says. Doesn't have to be hard. It's as simple as let it go. Feel the energy in those words, he says, in letting it go. Just surrender it up now. And the teams are here, your personal teams, to take that away for you and transform it back into universal love energy. Beautiful, he says. Now down to the link chakra between your knees. Cutting some cords there for those of you that give permission, clearing this crystal at the core and releasing any old energies now within the link chakra. Nice polish up of the crystal, purification. Often the teams are using, crystal masters are using sonic technologies to clear out any impurities. Just releasing old layers now. Any energy stuck at the front or the back of the link. Just letting them go now. Beautiful. Bring your focus now to the Earth Star Chakra, 15 centimeters beneath your feet. Your bridge, so to speak, to the heart of Mother Earth, Earth Core Chakra. The last chakra the teams will be working on before we continue on our journey for the day. And surrender any energies there in deep connection to your existence on Earth. Not so much the mundaneness and the daily life of Earth, but deep-rooted, you on your mission here on Earth, energies that you felt stuck with, that you feel blocked with. And these crystals at the core of this chakra are being cleansed as well, letting go of any energies there in regards to your mission here on Earth and the feeling that you have. What is your purpose here on Earth? What do you come to bring? What's your role and what lies ahead for you? Any worries you have, just let them go now, he says. Offer them up. Beautiful. Just doing some last repairs to some of the crystals. Okay, breathe up and down your pillar a few times now as this deep cleansing by the crystal masters and the teams has taken place. And Sanat says we're off now to a journey for the further activation of your 12 DNA strand structure. And often, beyond the 2 strands we start with, the other 10 lay dormant, and the more and more you evolve on your spiritual journey, the more and more of these DNA strands will become active for you. They hold a lot of your extra powers, your extra gifts that you may open up, your clairsenses, your ability for telepathy, for telekinesis, for anything in that realm. This will open up for you your ability to manifest faster and more accurately through parallel realities and through literally manifesting the energies of your ideas and your concepts and your thoughts into your reality. And so today's journey, he says, will be about activating these 12 DNA strands to the exact perfect level possible for each and every one of you now. And each and every one of you will be at different levels. But it matters not, he said, because all 12 of these DNA strands are now going to be activated, and your energy bodies and your physical body and all your lower and higher energy bodies will literally grow into these strands as you move through your spiritual journey. But the fact that they're activated now will increase the speed at which this will take place. And Sanat invites us all now on a journey to Shambala, on earth, literally, energetically above the Himalayas, the Himalaya mountains. And know now that we're traveling there. You may or may not be conscious of that. We are traveling in group. You are still here. You are still in the God Presence Commune Temple with a part of your field. Yet you're traveling now to this realm where these 12 strands of DNA will be activated for you. And we now arrive, and first of all, get yourself acclimatized here. Just breathe your pillar through the core of the energy held here in this spiritual center, and make it part of your pillar. So breathe your pillar down to the heart of Mother Earth, through the center here of this energy at Shambala, all the way up to Source. And you could see it as a huge retreat-like place of spiritual, energetic frequencies. And Sanat Kumara will give us a tour here, and will also take us through a string of energetic upgrades that are exactly lined up for all of you in your here and now. Exact right time for you. Exact right place. And some of you may be able to see here in this realm. Others may get a sense of the energies. Others can imagine the energies. Whatever it is for you, it's perfect. Just have a look around at the surroundings you see here. They may be presented a little different for each and every one of you. You may get a sense of a very earthly looking scene with grass and gardens and buildings. Different water, structures, and movement of water through and around this landscape. And someone energetically very connected to you, and this may not be someone you are aware of, is coming towards you now. This is someone that is connected into the realms of Shambhala, that is special to you, and you may or may not know this individual. It's not someone you know from your regular daily life, but it is someone that is very close to you. It may be a part of your own energetic field, or it may be soul family in a different way. And see if you can connect to this one now as they come forth to you. You may get a sense that they look human, or they may look like a different type of being. You may sense they come to you with open arms, or a look in their eyes of understanding. Whatever that encounter brings for you, let it be, and enjoy this energy as you connect hearts and exchange frequencies. Now this individual, this being, will be with you as well on your particular journey today. The journey where your 12 strands of DNA are fully activated again for you to grow into. And this may happen faster than you think. The time is right. Spend a little more time with this individual now. They've also got some form of a gift for you. And this gift may be an energetic transmission, and maybe words of wisdom, or it may be literally an object. Get a sense of what that is. If you can't see it, feel it. If you can't feel it, get an idea of it through your imagination. You will get some sort of sense of this object. And take a moment to do so and to connect to this individual, for you are much closer than you think. This gift or energetic transmission, or these words of wisdom, or it can simply be a scroll of energy. It'll be something that you need to unlock these dormant DNA strands today. It is something that you knew you would be given right now, right here, in this realm of Shambala. In short, this is what you have agreed to many eons ago, many lifetimes ago perhaps, or at the start of the incarnation into this life. Now's the time. This being is here, has been awaiting your arrival. So get a sense of what this object / what this information is, or what these encodements are. Receive them now and trust that it is perfect. If you don't get an exact sense of what it is, trust that the energetic transmission has taken place. You have the object on board in your field. You have read what you needed to read. You have taken in energetic transmissions you needed to take in. It's all perfect. So this being is going to move along with you now, together with the teams that are here with us, the angels, archangels, ascended masters. Karmic board is with us. And in fact, there are many others today who are getting their DNA strands activated as well. But our focus primarily lies with the ones that we are traveling with today through our group. And Sanat is on a mission. He knows what levels of activation we need to move through, and it'll be one level at a time, he says. We'll start everyone off at level 3, he says, all the way up to level 12, and to please follow him. And we are off now on our way to one of the buildings of this compound. Have a look around if you do have that inner sense open. Have a sense of where we're going. Maybe you get an intuitive feel of what the building is we're going to, and perhaps you are just sensing colors or energies, and perhaps you're drawing a blank, and all of it is perfect. It does not matter for the journey to take place in any case. So just follow with us now, and Sanat is leading us to this building. And we arrive at this building now, and it is very It looks like a place where you might get a massage. And we are all going to be invited now to lay down. And we've all got our very specific spot that's already encoded specifically to our energetic signature and energetic frequency, matched to our God presence frequency. And obviously us as a soul as well, because the soul here is guiding this journey, but it will be on a God presence level that the assistance will take place for the activation of this DNA. The third strand will be activated now in this first building, so inviting all of you now to see or feel or know yourself laying down now in what looks to be a little bit like a container-like energy. Just a round, tube-like energy, laying down in that now and knowing that there is all the space there for you, and the activation will start when everybody is ready. And just acclimatize yourself here. If there is any concern for you coming up, any blockages, any fears, any thoughts from your lower mind, finding it hard to surrender into this and what's happening, and do you need to be in control? Well, you are in full control because it's your God presence guiding this journey for you. And so, if those energies are there, Sanat says, let them go now. And relax as best you can into the receiving of this third DNA strand activation. He says some of you may literally feel it in your physical bodies. Some of you may feel it in your mind. Some of you may feel it in different parts of your body. Nonetheless, he says the activation will occur once it's started. And he says we will move our way from through the third strand to the 12th strand, one step at a time. And he says everybody is about ready to receive the activation of the third strand. And some of you will be able to fully have it activated after this session today. And some of you, he says, already have it activated. In that case, the energies are simply reinforcing its existence, strengthening it, clearing it, and insisting that it becomes a stronger part of your energetic field, a more natural part of your field that you flow with. And remember that with each and every DNA strand to the next level that is activated, more and more of your, let's call them, extra gifts open up. You may recall it has been said that 90% of our literal brain on Earth is not being used. This is connected into all these dormant DNA strands. And your journey will be perfect for you. Don't hold on to any time frame. Just let it unfold. And the activation is starting now. And it may feel like energetic pulses, he says, moving through your field. It may feel like little tingles in your brain. It may feel like cool or warm energetic flows moving through your arms or legs or torso or feet. Or it may just be this inkling of being in a warm bath or in an icy bath. He says, be mindful and see how it is for you, the activation of this third strand, and simply receive. Beautiful, he says, everybody is receiving very well. And any minimal resistance that is there, he says, is very natural. And that's okay. And he says this is the exact reason we went through the very big clearing we did today, the very big alignment of the clearing of the chakras and the crystals at the core of the chakras, because this was needed to receive the activation of these strands. Or else, he said, we would have run into too many energies that were blocking the process. He said, and we would not have been successful. In fact, it would have been like building a foundation with holes everywhere under the foundation. And it would not have been a strong foundation. In fact, it wouldn't have been very useful at all. He says, you've all done very well in releasing and releasing and releasing and surrendering during that process of the clarification, clearing of the 12 primary chakras. He said, and this is why the activation of all these DNA strands will be successful. Because you've also surrendered any fears you may have had in letting go of control in this situation. Understand that this is organized and orchestrated by you yourself, your soul, your God presence. This is your will. You are here on a mission. You have called out for these gifts to be activated. And your wishes are being fulfilled by you as planned. Surrender now into receiving the activation of this third DNA strand. Even if your mind doesn't really understand what's going on, just know that it's dormant DNA that you knew you would activate at some time, and now is the time. And the growing into these DNA strands, the manifestation of your gifts will happen in divine timing for you. Whether that be very short term or longer term does not matter, because it's all ready to go when you say go. And when your God presence field says go, and when you're ready for it in your life, when you've lined up your life and your circumstances and your reality to be ready for them to come in now. You've cleared the way and the activation is happening now. He says an analogy that comes to mind is getting a new computer in your realm, loading it up with all the latest software and the fastest hardware. And when you are ready to turn it on or turn the individual programs on, they are there and ready to go. And that's how you can look at today's upgrades, he said. These today's activations. Your computer is there, ready, waiting for you to go. And when and how you power it up will be perfect for you in divine timing. No need for you to worry about that. You will be guided, as you have been all the way in this lifetime. And you're getting more and more in tune with your inner guidance and your inner dialogue, and you're trusting more and more that the guidance coming forth from the stillness of your being is the guidance that directs you to your next steps. And yes, you are here on a mission, or you would not be here. He says, breathe up and down your field, your pillar if you like, and feel now how this activation is settling in. And just let these energies move through. He says it's almost like feeling the blood move through your energy bodies. Feeling the love and the light and the power move through your energy bodies. And he says in this realm, try moving your limbs and your head. He says, not literally where you are, but here in this realm. See if you can see and feel yourself moving the limbs of your vehicle here. He says, please do so. Stretch a bit, not literally where you are now, but in your vehicle in Shambala. See, feel, know, or simply intend for that stretching to occur. Very gently step off of this table, out of this energetic pod-like structure, and follow the group outside again into the sunlight. Walk around a bit. Stretch. Ground. Take in the sun, he says. And feel somehow you're different. You don't really know how, but you know that it's true. It's like you've activated one of your superpowers, but different. There's more of you now, but in fact that was always meant to be the case. You just didn't realize it yet. So spend a little more time integrating the activation of this DNA strand. For believe it or not, comprehend it or not, he says, this will manifest in your current reality. This will manifest through all your lower energy bodies, because that is the nature of this activation. And the activation needs to take place here in Shambala, because on this energetic level, we can move it through all of your 12 primary energy bodies, your lower and higher energy bodies, so that it will have the best effect for you on Earth. Okay, now, very gently, if you felt yourself laying down or relaxing or sitting down somewhere or standing still somewhere, just very, very gently come into motion, and we're off now to activate the next DNA strand, which is number 4. We follow Sanat to a much larger building, and in the center of this building, it's like what could be seen as the swimming pool area of a spa retreat, but then one based on, for instance, the old Greek or Roman architecture with large pillars and different structures and different statues. And we're all invited now to sit and receive energy frequencies in this very large energetic bath of energies. And the energies will change for us to be able to activate DNA Strand 4. But first we are all invited to literally sit in it. It's almost like, he says, sitting in a jacuzzi or sitting in a warm pool with warm water, and just let it soothe your soul, he says. Let it soothe you as you either see yourself fully immersed in it, or simply sit in it as you would imagine here on earth, with it being up to your neck. Whichever is suitable to you is perfect, he says. And feel and see these golden, blue, green energies move through your field. And just surrender into it, for this surrender will be the place you need to be for the activation of your 4th DNA strand. Beautiful. He says, in a few moments we will activate energetic energies and currents to move through this water, liquid light, that will in fact activate your 4th DNA strand. Again, if you feel any resistance come up, just surrender it into this liquid light, he says, for transformation. And you're now starting the activation of your 4th DNA strand. Just feel yourself surrender into that now as you are fully immersed in this beautiful liquid light, or simply sitting in it. Perhaps you see yourself walking around in it. And let this activation happen now. And Sanat says, energies you're looking for in this activation are a little more fast-paced than with the third strand. A little bit more like electric currents, or how it may feel to touch ice and hold on to it for a while, and you get this very cold feeling in your fingers. And these more fast-paced fluctuations of energies in your field, you may feel them in your mind, he says, you may feel them in your brain literally, or you may feel them in your limbs through your torso. It's a different energy than the third DNA strand activation, he says. Whatever the energies are you're feeling or seeing, or whether you're simply taking it all in and imagining these energies, it's all perfect, it's all happening, he says. And while all of this is happening, keep breathing up and down your pillar, he says, for this will assist the energies to ground, take hold, activate more strongly for you. He says if you feel any energy specifically around your throat, your neck, your head, these are all clear signs of this activation. You may feel pressure in your head area, on your brow, on your crown, in your throat. He says, just let it be, and it'll move through. You may literally feel parts of your brain being activated. He says that's because they are. Let these energies move through you now. These waves move through you almost like electrical pulses, moving in and out of your field, through and out your field. And you can have a look at the activation of this DNA strand in your energetic field if you like, or you can get a sense of how this activation is taking place. It's taking place in all of your cells, literally all the cells of your multidimensional energy bodies. Not just your physical body, he says, your multidimensional energy bodies, primarily focused on the 12 energy bodies connected to your 12 primary chakras as your vehicles here on Earth. Beautiful, and you'll feel now how the water starts to drain out of this large pool through the center, and it all drains out, and takes away any old energies you no longer need, and you're fully activated now in your fourth DNA strand. He said if you feel the tiniest bit immobilized for a second in this realm, it's pretty normal, he says. It's almost like you feel frozen up. He says that passes very quickly. And then very gently stand up and move out of this structure. Rub your limbs in this area if you need to. Literally here in Shambala, he says. Stretch again as you come into the sunlight. Breathe, breathe, breathe these energies as you've had this next upgrade. And shake off any energies of you that feel this is a little bit beyond your comfort zone. That's okay, he says, because it's all new again for you. It's not new in the sense of that your God presence is very used to being able to operate at this 12-strand DNA level. However, for parts of you, it may feel very new. So honor yourself in that, but move through it as well. For these are choices you have made yourself, and they're going to benefit you greatly. So stretch a little, walk around a little, he says, as you move through the integration of this fourth DNA strand. Again, if there's any concerns you have, any worries, any emotions come up, any fears, hand them over to your companion that's right beside you all the way. And they are there to assist you to transform those for you. And the gift they gave you in the beginning, or the energetic exchange, or the code they downloaded into you, this is to assist in these energies. And they have to do with the fact that whenever something is new, we are programmed to have a little bit of fear come up, or a little bit of I'm out of my comfort zone energies. And this is why this individual is here to help you. They're contracted by you to help you through this. Nothing big, just a little, I feel a little bit out of my comfort zone energies. Okay, so that's it to follow him now. We're going to the 5th DNA strand activation. And yes, this is how we'll move through up until the 12th DNA activation. Each and every one of them may or may not feel a little bigger for you. A little bit further reaching, a little bit stretching you a little bit further. That's okay, you'll surrender into it and you'll be ready for it as each DNA strand activates now. The next place we go to is a smaller space again where there's chairs all around. You could almost see it like a merry-go-round, like an old-fashioned one, but then one with hanging chairs. And as this structure starts spinning, these hanging chairs sort of move out a little bit through the force. In this case, they don't actually move out, but that's sort of how we're all facing outwards. And he says, an analogy which comes to mind on your earth is when blood has been taken and it's sort of spun around for analysis. This is sort of the setting for the activation of the 5th DNA strand. So everybody takes their place now and gently settles themselves in. He says, breathe your pillar up and down again here so you feel nice and safe and calm. And he says, don't worry, the spinning won't be overwhelming for you at all. It's something which you will naturally acclimatize to. Beautiful, we're going to start now. And he says, the activation of this 5th strand may be noticed by you through a spinning sensation, a turning sensation, a round movement sensation anywhere in your energy bodies. He says it'd be interesting to be mindful of that yourself, to see how you're feeling with it. If at any time you feel dizzy, simply give that over to your companion and they will deal with that for you. And just simply breathe up and down your pillow now as this activation takes place. If you feel dizzy in your head at all, or the spinning just feels a little bit strange, it's okay. It's all new, and it's not. Surrender it up now to your companion, and keep breathing up and down your pillar. And Sanat says what this spinning is actually creating is a circular motion, a spinning circular motion of this 5th DNA strand, which again holds next levels of your extra gifts. So very gently keep breathing up and down your pillar as the spinning slows down. And if at all you feel dizzy, even a bit nauseous, he says, surrender it up. It's all normal. Beautiful. Fully slowed down now to a stop. He says just keep seated for a moment. And he says, Just sit there for a moment, gently move your arms again here and your legs, he says. And when you're ready, just gently stand up. You'll be supported by your companion. And then just gently walk around a little bit again, he says. Stretch again, jump up and down, take in a little bit of sunlight. And he says if you feel the need to, your companion will even give you an energetic elixir that will assist in settling into the energies around this fifth DNA strand. For your mind that needs to know what's coming up, there'll be 3 more activations. We're not ready yet, he says. Just relax a bit more. Number 5 was a bit bigger than 3 and 4 again. The next one will be the first of a series of larger ones where strand 6, 7, and 8 will be activated simultaneously as they have a similar energetic structure. Same will happen, he says, for strand 9 and 10, and finally 11 and 12 will be the largest activation. What may potentially feel as the largest ones for your system is 6, 7, and 8, and 9 and 10. 11 and 12 will feel like a rounding off of the process, a sealing up of the process, a completion of the process. It's almost like climbing a mountain, he says, and sometimes it's not the last little bit that's the hardest, but somewhere before the top. Because when the top is in sight, he says, the last little bit doesn't seem as challenging. In any case, you'll have your own journey, he says, and you're fully equipped and ready to receive this activation. The next activation will be bigger than the activation of number 5, however. So take a little bit more time, walk around a little bit, take in a bit of sunlight, and feel the fresh air around you. As we gently now follow Sanat on his cue to another structure, which is like a very long hall. And in this hall is a large series, up to 100 crystal beds. They all sit in one long line next to each other. And we enter this building, which is a building made of what looks like crystalline glass, a crystalline-like substance. It's very nice and cozy in here, the perfect temperature. Very light, airflow moving through, very comfortable space. And Sanat asks you now to walk towards the crystal bed that has been aligned to your energetic signature. How do you know which one that is? You do. So whether it's the first one all the way on the left, or whether it's the last one all the way on the right, or something in between, you will walk exactly to the one. And if you're in doubt, ask your companion to guide you. When you arrive, simply lay down on your back on this crystal bed. It's comfortable because there's a beautiful energy right above the crystals. It's almost like you're hovering, like a hovercraft, right above this crystal bed. It's very comfortable, perfectly aligned to your exact shape of your vehicle that you're traveling in, which may seem to you like a physical body, yet it's an energetic body. Lay down now. Get yourself comfy and ground your pillar through into this room, into this structure. And now you can have a look to the left and to the right and see all the others here. Now very gently, energetic borders, energetic walls are being placed between all the different crystal beds. So you'll have your own, very own space, your very own experience. And just keep breathing up and down your pillar. And gently settle yourself into a mode of further relaxation, surrendering to what may come, understanding that it's all perfectly in alignment for you. As simultaneously DNA strands 6, 7, and 8 are going to be activated now. Just surrender into that now, and Sanat gives the cue for the activation to start. He says, during this activation, you will start to feel pulses of total body energy, waves of total body energy. Not so much localized, but full body pulses. Almost like the pulses, he says, that you may feel when you've laid on one of your limbs too long in this realm and the blood is circulating through it again and it pulsates. He says those are the senses you might be looking for with the activation of the 6th, 7th, and 8th DNA strand. You may feel some head pressure, he says. You may feel like the volume of blood in your physical body, if you were to feel through your physical body in that way, has increased. It's like everything is fuller, everything is more dense. That's the type of feeling that's going to be happening, he says. And it'll be perfect for you in whatever way. Just keep breathing up and down your pillar and understand that this is perfect for your journey here and now. You are ready for it. You can handle it very easily. And understand that whatever happens in your brain through the activation of these DNA strands is in perfect order for you. If it feels like there's a little bit too much pressure, just ask your companion to open up a release valve, and energetically that will assist you a little bit. Keep surrendering, and the best place to surrender with this DNA strand activation, this 111 Sanat, is through the heart. Surrender deeply, deeply, deeply into the threefold flame of your heart, and just let be what may, he says. Trust that all of this is what you have called for yourself, and all of this has to do with the activation of these beautiful extra gifts in your system, and you will be very excited as they unfold in your life in the exact right timing for you. Remember the supercomputer you have in this room. You will be activating these software programs when you are ready. In fact, you will only see them in your life when you are ready. Or you'll feel your interest grow in one of the areas all of a sudden very strongly. You'll read up all about it. You'll meet people who will teach you how to do it, and boom, all of a sudden it's active in your life. This is the type of journey you'll be following with all of these extra senses, and all of these DNA strands are going to help you to upgrade through the 5th dimension and beyond, as the Earth does so as well. In this case, with the activation of these 12 DNA strands, you will be leading the pack and be ahead of the game. But that is connected to the mission you hold as healers, teachers, and way showers. So feel now, Sanat says, as the pulses become a little bit less strong, less frequent. Coming to the end of the cycle of this activation of number 6, 7, and 8. Just feel how you can breathe a little deeper again as the pulses gently come to a stop. And the activation is complete now. The energetic walls between all the tables come down. And just take your time now, a little bit longer than normal, he says, to just be on this table. Receive these integration frequencies and relax. There's a lot changing in your energy bodies. And you may feel like you're a little bit behind the changes at the moment. He says, but that's very normal. And if you feel fully with the changes, great, he says. Whatever it is, everything is working out perfectly for you. And it'll take a little while for all of this to move through your field. Up to 48 Earth hours, he says, from the moment all the DNA strands have been activated. You may move through different waves with it, but when the activations are complete, your supercomputer has been built and reactivated and is ready for you to be used one step at a time. Very gently, it says, sit up when you're ready. And when you're ready, let your companion help you off this table. And then again, make your way to the outside area. And there will be a special fruit-like object there for you, specifically prepared for your energetic signature after DNA Strand Activation 6, 7, and 8. Eat it. Take it into your field. It may seem like eating, it may feel like almost drinking, but somehow take it into your field. And it'll soothe and solidify this activation. And if you start to feel fuzzy in your brain, like it's hard to remember things or hard to hold on to the journey, Sanat says, that is because so many DNA strands are being activated for you. It's almost like you're shifting realms and realities now. You're literally dialing up in realities. You're literally dialing up in realities. And that's how it'll feel. But you can't really put your finger on it. It's new, but you knew it was there. Okay. Now just stand around a bit. If you need to jump up and down or just relax while you're sitting, just take a few more moments as we gently get ready for the 9 and 10 DNA strand activation. We're getting there. 2 more to go before we complete. Do whatever you need. If you need a little bit of assistance from your companion in letting go of some stress, or you just need some extra deep breaths or deep grounding here, deep grounding into Mother Earth to take it all in. Whatever you feel you need, give that to yourself now. Or just a deeper understanding of what's actually happening now. Or just a peeling back of some skeptical parts in your field. Or a letting go of the lower mind's judgment on the process. Whatever it may be, take yourself through those steps. Own what's happening, let it go. We're following Sanat now to the place where we start for the activation of the 9 and 10 DNA strand. And this is a special-like place where it's open, like an amphitheater. And there's energetic vehicle-like things here that are going to assist us to actually flow through and around Shambala. This is a very active activation. So we are not more static position, but we're actually active. And it's comparable, says Sanat, to being, for instance, being like a bit of a fighter pilot, he says. Not so much being a fighter pilot, but being in that sort of energy where you are capable of making all sorts of maneuvers in the air, from free falling to spins to circles. And this will be what is needed for the activation of this 9th and 10th DNA strand. And you may imagine that it links to the extra abilities and senses that will be opening up for you, the extra gifts that you will have available to you when it comes time to be active in your life. So connect to the vehicle that your companion guides you to. And then this vehicle will take you on a journey through and around Shambala. And it'll be very, very, very fast-paced. It's almost like everybody is being strapped in. And once Sanat knows everybody's ready, he's giving the start command, which he does now. And so feel yourself on this journey now. And your own journey will be very different to everybody else's. You may experience looping or fast-pacedness or pressure on your head. He says pressure on your body. G-forces is what you're looking for. You may imagine all sorts of different G-forces in different parts of your body or in your full body, he says, or more on your left, more on your right, more on the feminine side, the masculine side, more in your lower energy bodies, your higher energy bodies. He says it's all about fast, quick-paced, high velocity G-forces. And let yourself surrender into that ride now. And if at times you feel you can't keep up, that's okay. Just surrender into that as well. You'll experience spins, but different spins than during the 5 DNA strand activation. This is very different, he says. Faster, loops, spins, upward motions, downward motions, spinning around, through. And this is all needed for the activation of these particular DNA strands in your multidimensional, 12-dimensional energetic bodies. Speed is increasing now, faster and faster and faster. Almost can't keep up now with your senses. It's almost becoming a blur. Just keep breathing, and if at any time you just want to surrender into the threefold flame of your heart, he says that is a good place to be. Just a little while longer, he says. Beautiful. And he says now some big loops are coming like a very fast Ferris wheel. From there, they're going to go slower and slower and slower until you find yourself back where you started, in this amphitheater-like building structure. And settle down now as you feel you've landed again. If you wish to keep your eyes closed a bit longer here on Shambala, and just breathe this experience into all the cells of your multidimensional energy bodies, please do so. Take your time before you feel the need to become active again. You may feel like literally the blood has been drained from you. Or you may feel extremely activated. You may feel out of it, or you may feel totally in the zone. Whatever it is, it's perfect for you. Just breathing up and down your pillar now. And very gently, when you're ready, come out of this space, and your companion will help you to move out of your vehicle, your energetic vehicle, and gently make your way to the center area again of this complex, of this area here in Shambala. And take a little bit of time now to integrate this one. And again, there's an energetic drink there for you, or like an energetic elixir. Take it now, for your energy bodies will need it and can use it very well. Beautiful. And your companion starts spinning a very gentle, energetic blanket around you to sort of start to weave and integrate all of these activations from DNA Strand 3 to up through 10. It's a lot what you're activating today, Sanat is saying, but nothing you can't handle. Nothing out of the ordinary for you, really. Settle in a little longer, he says. Have a little quick lay down. Jump around a bit. Sit. As we gently start to prepare ourselves for the last and final activation on our journey today. And he says, this last and final activation can be compared to stasis, is a word that comes up, he says. Equilibrium is another word, he says, that comes up. Floating is another word that comes up. He says to follow him now as everyone's ready. And you're going to be entering into individual structures that look like the very first third strand DNA activation. They're a little bit like those tanks that we have here on Earth. If you were to have, like, I believe it's like a salt water immersion bath or something like that, where there's this, you're in this sort of this structure, and that's the sort of thing you're looking for. Nothing claustrophobic or anything, he says. There's a lot of air here and a lot of light. Simply feel yourself drawn to the pod, the structure that you're drawn to as it's built for your energetic signature. This one, he says, you'll have to open with your energetic signature, whether it's a hand on it or your heart energetic signature, for only yours will open to your energetic signature. Your companion will guide you now within this structure, and this one has a pod in each individual space, individual room for everybody. So find your own room with your own pod, activate and open it. If you're in the wrong room, which you won't be, but if you are, don't worry about it because your pod will not open for you. Find your room and your pod. Everybody's found them, open them up and step inside, and it's like the perfect temperature for you, liquid light, and the color it has is silver blue. And if you're feeling like you need a beautiful, cool bath, that's what you're getting. If you feel like a very warm, hot, liquid light bath, that's what you're getting. And this is all about floating, he says. Floating is the central energy of this activation. But not just floating, he says, but that's where we start. So all pods are being sealed now. Everybody's in position, ready to be activating these 11 and 12 DNA strands. Everybody feels like they're floating now. And now, first of all, these pods are being fully filled with liquid light. Anybody who worries about breathing, it's okay because it's liquid light and you can fully breathe through this now. Let go of any worries or fears you may have to your companion who will deal with that for you. Your particular pod is now gauged to flow the exact right frequencies and colors for you. So the colors that you are needing to activate number 11 and number 12 DNA strand are now flowing through your liquid light bath. Next to that, certain sonic pulses are being activated, and instead of just floating, it now feels like you're twirling around or moving in S shapes. So this is the added energy that comes now to the add-on of the floating energy. Sanat says it's not the most intense activation you've gone through. However, it is the finalization of the DNA strand activations now. So just feel whatever movement you're moving through, whether it's spinning or like more like the S of a snake you're moving through, and it's going to be perfect for you and your energy bodies. If you feel certain pressure in different chakras, that is what you'll be looking for, Sanat says. Different limbs, different parts of your energy body, maybe your back, maybe your head, maybe your limbs. Something specific will come there for you, and that's where this activation is specifically connected in for you. or the area where this activation still needs to move through your field. And as all of this is happening, the intensity starts to increase, and it starts to feel like you're flying, but not making much movement, but you are flying, like floating in deep space, he says. So it all feels like the multidimensionality of this space has suddenly gone up and up and up, and it feels like you're in a place where you have no idea where you are. You're floating around somewhere, and he says, simply connect to your heart flame to reconnect into yourself. If you feel yourself floating off or losing a sense of consciousness and connection to yourself, just connect to your threefold flame in your heart. And as best you can, breathe up and down your pillar. And the movements start to slow down now. And slow down now. And you start to feel like you're back in this pod, floating. The level of liquid light goes down. The pod is opened. And at your own leisure and convenience, you can step out of this pod again with your companion. Make your way to the central hall now, where all initiates that have moved through this 12 DNA strand activation, this energy will be sealed in for them. And the sealing in of this energy will also be the sealing up of our journey together here. So make your way to this central hall. There's many, many, many beings here. Some you may recognize the form of, and others you won't. And Sanat is going to be sealing up all these DNA strand activations for all of these beings. We are here with our particular group and we stay together. We all have a seat here now, and Sanat is moving through the sealing up of this activation. He thanks you all for your bravery and the excitement and your guidance in moving through this 12 DNA strand activation. And he asks you to breathe up and down your pillar a few times. And really settle into the knowing that you've changed your reality. And step by step, these extra gifts will unfold in magical ways in your life. The more you're surrendered to them and are open to them, the more they will be there. They're fully activated now. No need for you to do any more activations. All you got to do is simply surrender and let it come in, he says. And we're sealing up now here, Sanat is saying, and we're sealing up our journey for the evening as we ask for all these energies, all this energy work to be sealed and to integrate with grace, ease, love, light, and empowerment. And we thank Sanat for his guidance tonight and all our emissary friends, and thank your special companion. We thank the angels, the archangels, the Ascended Masters, the Karmic Board, and the temples, Mother Gaia for their assistance today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. Now very, very gently come back into your here and now with all of your energies. Breathe up and down your pillar a few times. And slowly, gently come back into your bodies and into the room. And then when you're ready, very gently open your eyes.